I've been doing some thinking stuff. I've been in creative mode here a little bit, looking at things, looking at how water functions, looking how I could possibly improve on the farm I have. It doesn't look like there is anything I could really like. It doesn't look like vertical versus horizontal makes any difference with water um, at all. Um, I could cover more territory if I had like a nothing. It really doesn't matter. It's gonna have to be 5, so each level is gonna be. Each level is gonna be 5 on the farm to allow it to fall down to the next level. I've been thinking about doing this and having like this. I mean, I think that having it a filter into a hopper system on the bottom where all of it collects into a couple hoppers and falls into a thing makes it easier, but at the same time, um, it feels like this is gonna. I mean, I guess I could just make like an entire level, and I could just kind of go, and just kind of have like press the button, move, 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 and then come back and then re-click all the buttons, and just having a 3-tier deep one. Because if I built this as wide as I could, effectively it would be 363, which is 5.25 slots. If I made it 5 high, if so, basically, you know, blam another level 5 deep, and then blam another level 5 deep, and then yeah, all the way down in the queue. So it'd basically be from this to way back here. So it would basically encompass 25 back, but 5 high. That'd be the black space. And having a vertical horizontal literally makes zero difference whatsoever. It just makes it easier. Nothing. It makes nothing easier. It really doesn't. You can just have it on the wall. Just have it one above the crop, so the water source spawns above the crop instead of on the crop. It spawns on it just deletes the crop. Um, yeah, basically it's kind of how I'm sitting there on that. Um, that's what I'm chilling with on this particular thought. I think I might do this to make it easier. I might make just a bunch of 2 wides of these, and I make it like 3 tall. Because I can leave the top level 2 tall and be fine. I can still walk up in there, and I just have like 1, 2 little spots I step on. They're gonna have slabs, so I don't have to fall or anything. I just slab walk down. And then plus all this will collect into a grand total of 7 hoppers. And then I have another thing, and then 7 hoppers, another thing, 7 hoppers. Because I could also have it where there's just a line in the middle here, and one button controls all the farms at once. But that'd be kind of stupid if you let all of them be controlled by one button, because then you would have to actually replant all of them at once, and I'd rather replant specific ones rather than the whole damn thing at once. And then I was looking over everything that there is in regards to musical. Everything there is in regards to villagers. So I put them in 4 different categories here. I have low priority, moderate priority, standard priority, and high priority. We'll get back to the ish part on the standard. Um, low priority is butchers, cartographers, leatherworkers, shepherds, fishermen. These particular 5 are very low. I'd only recommend having 2 of each. the reason saying that is because butchers, you just want one of the one subsect and one of the other subsect when you get through it, because they don't really have too much variance or use at the high levels. I can read you off a little bit more specifically of what they have a chance of getting. Let me pull it back up. Table. Alright. Huh, that's interesting. So basically, we'll start with the butcher here. The butcher, when you get down to it, all the butcher gives is it has a chance of giving a top tier. You can trade cooked beef for emeralds. That's a raw beef for emeralds. That's about all they give. They give dry kelp blocks, which are kind of useless. You can make them yourself if you even want them for any purpose at all. Honestly, I don't know what the hell purpose that would be, but you know that's on you. Um, Outside of that, basically they just there's not a whole lot of nothing. There really is a whole lot of nothing that they give that's in particular good. They all give berries and they all give kelp. The reason I'd say two, is because you do have the options of cooked pork chops, cooked chicken, or cooked rabbit in the middle there. Other than that, level 1 is a little bit varied, and level 2 is a little bit varied. You can have pork chops with chicken. That's why I say 2, so you can have one with chicken. You can trade them raw chicken from your chicken farms that you can have anyway for other reasons. Um, that's one thing the butcher could be useful for, but not a whole lot of anything. Nothing really in particular. And there's a little bit varied on the price, but not really. Um, really is not nothing there. It's basically 12 and 16 across the board on traits for the butcher. The cartographer, there's literally nothing this guy does that you give a crap about. He has on level 5, when he actually gets, well, 5th option, excuse me, when he gets to journeyman. When you get to journeyman with these guys, they have a grand total of 2 options: Ocean Explorer and Woodland Explorer. And the Woodlands and Ocean Explorer are also garbage. So the Woodlands will have a chance of showing you either a ravine, ravine or crevasse, whichever one you want to go with. I normally go with crevasse because they're normally technically crevasses, but let's not worry about that. And then Ocean Explorers have either you're going to show you a coral reef location, or it's going to show you a underwater fortress location. Those are the 2 options, and it's only within a certain chunk range of you. So one large map range set around you. So if you actually take it down, it's a 36. The first one is a 32 chunks. Then the second one, so on and so forth. As you double it, it gets twice as big. So basically, that map quadrant I have on the wall is literally about as big as it gets. It's the 2 size ones, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So that's how far it goes out. And you diagonally all of it. So that's how far away you can swing. So there's no point to them. After a certain point, they can't show you anything else that you couldn't have found yourself within a little exploring. Then we go down to the freaking fishermen. And I gotta say, these are probably the most useless NPCs. They're probably the most useless. They give freaking boats. I don't even know what you use tropical fish for. I literally have never looked into it. I really don't I don't know what they're even for usage. I mean, restores 1 food. Cats can do. I mean, woohoo! You can tame cats slightly faster, but you get those from the world anyway. What? Wolves, there's literally, the tropical fish are literally for nothing. They make the cats grow up a little bit faster. Woohoo! I mean, you can go get 1 billion cats from your farmers and villagers and shit anyway. None of that matters. Like, none of what he cares matters because it's an enchanted fishing rod when you get to journeyman. That's about it. So I say 2 priority in those. Sorry, I'm going alphabetically. So leatherworker is the next one. It says before librarian. Leatherworker, once again, kind of useless. I mean, he doesn't give a whole lot of anything that's useful. Best thing he gives is a saddle at top level. You can already make the leather horse armor for significantly cheaper than 6 emeralds. Because it only takes 7 leather. And 7 leather, he'll take 6 leather and give you an emerald. And then you're going to trade 6 to get, or 7, excuse me, to get a thing you could have made with the leather you gave him in the first. No! That's stupid. Why would you? Sorry, it's dumb. It's garbage. I don't even know what the heck shoot is. Soot. Oh, soot. Oh, why would you kill turtles? That's just me. Okay. I haven't killed turtles. Clearly, I didn't kill turtles. I have no idea what that is. All right. Sorry. Getting a little off topic. So basically, shepherds. They're useless. They are the second most useless one because the only thing they really give you at top tier is you get paintings. You can get some beds. Woo. Not really important. Tier 3, you can trade dyes to them, which is not bad. They don't take red dyes, but they do take orange. So you can get a bunch of yellow and red flowers and make a yellow and red flower farm and then just go nuts from there. And trade them an ungodly amount of orange. And or purple. With all the lapis you're going to be getting any freaking way. So it's just dumb. Just very dumb. They're not useful in any way, shape, or form. They give some carpets. They give some garbage. And they just give garbage. That's just that entire tier. It's just a bunch of stuff that does not. None of this benefits you. None of this benefits you in any way, shape, or form. You're going to be more effective on all of this. This might help you find something, but that's about it. You're probably going to run into it way before you can find a card, get a card target for it. There's no point. There's no point. From what I'm telling, there's literally no point. Then we go into moderate priority. These people can give you some meh stuff. I mean, stuff that can help, might help, kind of thing, but you really don't need them too in depth because you're going to be getting stuff from other tiers of things that will help you more than this particular tier. Weaponsmith, I had to look up the freaking low priority ones because I don't even know. They're garbage. We'll start with the simple one, the Masons. They're pretty simple. Top tier every single time. Top 2 tiers are just going to give you quartz blocks and then quartz chiseled quartz pillars. That's it. That's all they're going to give you across the board. Under that, it's varying. You can literally get any type of glazed / non-glazed at tier 3. So journeymans can give you glazed, non-glazed. They trade for dorite, andesite, granite, stone. They'll give you chiseled. Or they'll give you bricks, one or the other. They also give you bricks themselves for trading, as well as they'll take clay. They're all right. They help you with some of the other stuff, like you have a shit ton of stone because you have Silk Touch, and you just have 5 million stone, and you're never going to use it. I'll trade this stone to these people, and bam, I got a bunch of emeralds. Not bad. And then I use terracotta a lot, so if I can find someone who uses terracotta, boom, that's 24 terracotta of that color a day. Well, an in-game day, which you can actually speed up because you can actually have a high tick rate on them, and it'll actually do it about 5 times a day. They'll actually hit their station about 5 times a day if you force updates. But you got to be careful with that so that they don't have a chance of interfering with the forced update point. So they don't get forced out of the room, and it's just a little bit of a nuisance, but I wouldn't really worry about it too much. Then you have weaponsmiths. They're alright. They help you with like maybe some early game stuff. I need to get a sword really quick, so I'll trade these emeralds for that sword. Bland, moving on. That's about it. Same thing with armor. They're there mainly because you can just get free armor. Because then you can take the armor you have, put it in the far left slot, take this armor, and the far left will override what's on the right. And if something interferes with, it'll just get rid of it, and it'll just add your armor and fix it. Not bad, especially with Diamond Tier. Same thing with Weaponsmith. Diamond Tier stuff, you can add certain things, or you can avoid having certain things. And blam, there you go. Then we go into the standard-ish priority. I say 3-ish in this area, because they kind of vary a little bit. We'll start with the one that has the asterisk, the farmer. The reason I call this standard is because I recommend having 6 farmers located around a central house and build out from there. So that the 6 farmers will go into the house and they'll see that there's 7 beds. So they'll always be trying to make another villager so that bed's filled. And they also take a sampling, and they'll have the actual bell in the house. And they'll take a sampling of the world around it and see, oh, there's a ton of workstations, and there's not that many beds, but we're going to make more for the workstations. So you have that. Then you have the Fletchers. So, and also I'd recommend making a ring of farm around your actual house. And then I'm going to make it underground so you don't have to worry about golems getting that shit. So you make it literally one wide, so there's no way for the golems to get through. You just put a half slab, and the golems can't walk over it because it would interfere with them. They'd hit the roof, so they can't walk over the half slab on the farms, but the villagers can walk in and out freely as they please. So you don't have to worry about them interfering with anything. And as long as you leave it a 3-high space and you put a half slab on the floor, you're good. If you want to, you can put it on the roof, for all I care. Go nuts. Place that bad boy on the roof. Either way, the golem can't walk through. Then you have the Fletcher. The Fletcher's great because at top tier, that's where the Fletcher gains its power. At master level, you can have any myriad of slow, health, speed, poison, fire, any arrow, spectral, any arrow, random arrow you could have, it can sell you at top tier. Not a bad choice. Not bad. What a beautiful sunrise. With my weirdly blocky head for some reason. Either way, that's where they gain their power. They also can get sticks. So if you want a bamboo farm for a crap ton of sticks, you could definitely do that as well. To have an infinite amount of sticks. I'm not too worried about leveling these guys up in my world right now because they're going to get leveled up, but just over time. They're just going to have to be over time. They also take string and stuff like that. So that's not bad because you can definitely have a surplus of string that you're never going to use for anything, not even really wool, because you already got everything you need. Then you have the toolsmith. That is where things kind of get a little more iffy. You have these for the fact that they can give you tools that don't normally, like you can already get a tool with Silk Touch or Mending or Fortune or Unbreaking 5, Unbreaking 2, Unbreaking 4, Unbreaking 3, excuse me, I'm an idiot. Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, you know, all these other things that you can really get. That's why I say 6+. You can kind of go more or less if you want to. In my opinion. You'll have to take my word for it. I don't really care. Then you have the top 2 tiers, in my opinion. These are by far the 2 most important ones you could ever want. For 2 basic reasons for each one. The librarian can give you any freaking spell book, period, in the game. Tier 1 through 5 of any spell. Anything that has a tier, it can go from the bottom level to the top level. Anyone. I have my world. I have one that gives Mending, one that gives Flame, one that gives Pity, one that gives Unbreaking 3, one gives Swords 3, one gives Feather Falling 4, one gives Frostwalker 2, one gives Deathside 3, one gives what's that called? Aqua Affinity, one gives Respiration 2. They can give you literally anything. That's why the librarians are massively important. I'd recommend the librarians over any other villager, even the next one. This is the top of top tier in my opinion. Now the cleric is a decent second. I wouldn't say close. I'd say decent. The cleric at top tier can give you any random spell, including splash potions. So you can get splash potions of harm, weaken, slow, all sorts of stuff uh, with the cleric. So they do have decent trades as well. I mean, they can give you lapis, they can give you stuff if you want to make a gold farm from your freaking what's in the truck, like a nether portal gold farm with nether pigs. God damn it, what are they called? Zombie pigmen. There we go. From the nether, which I'm going to do on my next episode, is build one of those, and you can go from there. They can just you take the ingots, they'll give you tons of nuggets, and you just take those nuggets, boom, ingots, you're good. You just have an infinite farm with that. I'd recommend having about like 6 portals. You have 6 portals. You have them set over magma blocks because they'll take damage from magma blocks. You have that water push it over to a hopper collects all the stuff. It gives you zombie flesh and that levels up to 2 levels, and it gives you a bunch of free stuff to trade to the villagers. So yeah, that would be my priority list here. I will, however, be I will be making a server once the update hits. But for now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be messing around with a lot of random stuff in that server to try to figure out what is and what isn't priority. You know what I mean? Like figure out how to make things, and then I'm eventually going to discuss it with my friends and see if they want a random seed or if they want a scout seed. So a seed that they scout on, and then we all pick where we kind of want to go and go from there. But that's going to be it for today. I promise to have all the videos up before I start the new server. So I'll have the new start server, and then I'll have the new start game, and then I'll have the actual server after that. So yeah, that's about it. This is the 27th, and I've just started posting stuff at the middle of March. So on YouTube. So if that doesn't tell you how far behind I am, oh boy howdy. That's kind of how far behind I am. I'm probably gonna be posting this evening. I'm probably just gonna straight post it from Twitch to YouTube because there really isn't much but me talking here, which is kind of boring. But anyway, as always, try not to die.